Okay, hi everybody, it's me, Bonkai922. The spring is in full swing here, and we're getting a lot of shit. Just for you guys to say that. After this video, this is gonna be Hell's Paradise, episode 2, screening and choosing. I'll do another video explaining what shows I'm gonna be doing a first impressions on, more or less, just a few of them. Actually, you know what? Probably not. Probably tomorrow night I'll probably do that. Get a full list of what I'm going to be reviewing. Anyway, episode 2, screening and choosing, Hell's Paradise. This one's a little different. Now, we get some backstory of Sagiri, the one who was interviewing Gabimaru last week. Now, what I like about this show is I don't know if they're gonna do this for the other Yamada. I don't think it's just Yamada. That's the clan she's from. They're gonna show their backstory. It would be nice if they did, because then you would really get the full aspect of the whole spiel. But because I think it was Yamada, was it? I think that's her clan. Her clan is named Yamada. Let me just see here. Yeah. So basically, the Yamada clan encompasses executioners. But in this episode, the beginning of it, we get her backstory. And she was bullied, Sagiri, because the death in her clan is everywhere. And she would be bullied by these kids when she was younger, and throw rocks at her and shit. And she has a problem. The whole bit is that her father, when he executed somebody, it was clean, precise. There was no fear, no nothing. And it was like they went in peace. When she does it out of fear. And the lingering emotions of the person she killed stays with her. Now, juxtapose what Gabimaru did in this episode and the way he's shown, very similar. It's a burden. They have a burden to carry when killing all those people. He does it, Gabimaru. He carries his burden. He doesn't, he's just... And what's funny about Gabimaru, the first kind of character I think about when I think about him is the Shikamaru, from Naruto, that archetype, that character type, like, kind of feeling. But basically, the first half of the episode, we see her past as a child and her family and all that jazz, and it's really gruesome. The animation is, oh my god. Throughout the episode, the animation just goes on so many levels of just such gruesome detail. When you have animation this good in a show like this, you can't help but stare at it and go like, wow. And it's Mappa. They just do it. It just happens. Okay. But the other half of the episode was basically all the criminals that are on death row, and that they were going to be told by the shogunate to go to this island, paradise, and get this elixir. Now, I'm not going to read off everyone's name. There were a lot of names thrown in this episode. There was a lot. But logistically speaking, there's Chobe. He's a bandit leader. He's like he kind of reminds me of the Bakugo kind of character. Then there's Getu Sozai. He's like a swordsman, I believe. I could be wrong. There's Eisen. He's an executioner. Who else was introduced in this episode? Okay, there's also Yuzura. She is a shinobi, just like Gabimaru, and she like tells him she's not impressed, and she's like disappointed. I'm like, and then, like legitimately, after she says that, he says a speech, Gabimaru, and he just murders these like 3 or 4 people. But it's funny how this happens when Sagiri she's having this crisis basically of killing. She can't do it. It's you know, and this Asian guy saying, "Oh, you shouldn't have done this. You should just be like a housewife and shit." But she says, "There's nothing else I can do because death is all around us, around me." So Gabimaru says something about it being a burden and blah 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 blah. He doesn't want to kill anyone, but if he's forced to, he will. But he logistically just destroys these guys using only his hands. By the way, everyone's hands are tied up, and he's biting at their necks, ripping their throats, gouging out their. It is a sight to behold. And then she says to herself, "Oh, I can kill him." I mean, the whole point, purpose of this situation is they're going to an island, because remember, the show's called Hell's Paradise. So it's not heaven they're going to, they're going to hell with this island. And they're trying to find this elixir. Now, I'm hoping, I believe Mappa will. Majority of the people that were picked, there were 10 names. The only names I can remember really, Yuzura. Then there's I think this guy Shion. Then there's like I said, I told you, Getu Sozai and Chobe. I think majority of these characters we're gonna get a full-on backstory as we go along. Which, if it's, from my understanding, it's going to be like 12, 13 episodes. So we'll get some backstory here, backstory there, and so on and so forth. But what I like about this show is the dynamic of Sagiri and Gabimaru. There's even this one scene. This scene, holy crap. He's walking, and you see like bodies and dead people on him. And the same thing with her. And I'm like, wow. That to me speaks volumes of what this show is going to do. Where it's going to go. And really, it's about survival. It's about the fact that you have to kill to survive. And that's basically what's going to happen. Because the thing, from the trailers tells me anything. Yeah, there's going to be some crazy things on that island, and they're going to have to kill it. So you're going to have to be that way. But you can tell, like, Sagiri in this, we got more from her than we get in episode 1. Episode 1 was more about Gabimaru. But this was more Sagiri and what she was bringing to the table and what her past was and what she has to go through now. But now, it's almost like you complete me. I don't want to say that kind of word. You complete me. But it's like, that's how it is. And I don't know about the other Yamada executioners with their criminals, because there's 10. So you basically have 10 pairs of a death row inmate, a death row criminal, and an executioner. So, and they just said in the episode also that they have to return with their executioner. Because if they don't, you're dead. That's basically the story. But I like this episode. Got more of Sagiri. I mean, I think it's kind of weird that she said she's going to kill him. Like, lady, listen, you have enough. I want to put my hand up about her. I was like, okay, yeah. You going to kill him? Yeah. But you see, it's only after... Last point I want to make. Also, review-wise, rating, I'll probably say this got... I'll be generous, because I like the way it was presented. I got this 10 out of 10. But it was only after the speech that he made and he killed those guys. And this Shogun and these guys like, he's a monster. Oh, brutal. Even that Eason guy's like, oh, that guy's brutal. But it was only after he said that speech and he did those killings that she understood and had the resolve. And if this show is really going to be this relationship with Gabimaru, the Hollow, and Sagiri, they're going to be one. And they're going to be feeding off each other, and they're going to be surviving with each other. Which, you know, pretty awesome concept. But let me ask you what you guys think in the comment section below this episode about the series, because I really think this is... I mean, we only went through the winter, but as far as like really action-oriented, gory anime, I think this is one of the best of the year. I really do. I know that's not saying much because we have a lot in the summer, but so far I really think Hell's Paradise is in the front run for anime of the year. Yeah, just my thoughts. This is Bonkai, and I'll see you guys later. Next week, we're going to get them, I guess, going to the island. It should be interesting. We'll see what happens. I'll see you guys later.